everybody, my name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and I hope you've had a great holiday season, and I hope that you have gotten everything you wanted, but I also know that there is the possibility that somebody or some people may be disappointed with their Christmas haul. Very aware of that, and I wanted to kind of make a video that encapsulated people who get excited about something but then end up disappointed. So for everybody out there that had that happen this year, this one's for you. We're going to go ahead and put this guy away, and we're going to get into it. So today we have a Target exclusive, and this represents the disappointment that people have sometimes when they're excited about something and it actually comes to pass. This is the Batman 1 million, the crossover event that happened many years ago. Basically what they did was they wanted to do, DC wanted to do a series of books based on the Justice League, based upon the numbers of how far in the future it would be if the numbering of their comics had reached all the way to 1 million, which, as you know, with all their reboots, will never happen. So basically they had a future Justice League come back to the present day, and they were referred to as the Judgment League Avengers, and Judgment League, I don't remember, it was dumb. I'm sorry, is my distaste for Grant Morrison starting to leak out? But yeah, it was a bit essentially far future, and they popped the Judgment League Alliance, whatever the heck they called them then. They called them that, and I remember being excited about seeing all this. Not taking into account that it was being written by Grant Morrison, so it was going to be rather simplistic and silly. This is the Batman from that. Now, with the Justice League being the centerpiece of this story, they had to say, oh, well, what would happen in the future? And in this case, basically, every Justice League member had populated a planet of some kind. Obviously, with like Aquaman being Neptune, the Flash being Mercury, just really simplistic stuff going on there. And Batman ended up being Pluto, which is no longer a planet. So that didn't age well. But yeah, Batman had actually been in charge of, he was basically patrolled the prison planet of Pluto. That's where he grew up, and yeah, he didn't even get a secret identity, to be perfectly honest. They didn't even give him a real name. Although he looked pretty cool, like, he really didn't have much to contribute to the story. And I read that story when it came out, was very disappointed with it. Thought it was really kind of very Grant Morrison-ish, where he just has to, oh, look, here's the Batman of Pluto in the future. Here you go. This is what he looks like. This is Batman way in the future. And if you want any more about that, that's too bad, because this is just Batman from the future, and he lives on Pluto. And yeah, he doesn't have much of a backstory, or oh, well, we're going to have it cross over Young Justice, so I guess we need to get Robin the Toy Wonder, which his assistant is a little boy robot, because that's what we need to do. So, okay, we've put enough thought into that, so here's the story. It's like, he doesn't do much. The only thing I really tell you about the man underneath this mask that he gave us is that he does remove his mask at one point, and he's bald. And okay, so the future Batman is bald, and yeah, don't really get much into that. And I think there was a small divergence of the guards killed his parents or something like that, or some of the inmates of the asylum planet of Pluto. Yeah, it was kind of sad, but he looked cool. And while I was Christmas shopping, they released this, and yeah, it was at Target, and I just thought, well, let's go ahead and get it. I mean, he looks cool enough, so he'll look cool. I just hope nobody asks about it, because beyond this video, I'm putting all my knowledge of Batman 1,000,000 into this video right now. And I normally like to talk a little bit more about a character, and I thought that's just too small. So I actually went online and looked it up to see if his story had expanded at all, as characters tend to do. And it had not. There is literally nothing here except a visual. So, much like a lot of Grant Morrison stuff. It looks deep, but then once you get in there, you find out, oh, wow, this isn't even ankle deep. So, since it's pretty much just visual, we're just going to go ahead and take him out and have a look at him. And here he is. He's actually really a good looking character design, to be honest. I love what they've done with the cape as far as wrapping around him. You can see it goes around and actually uses as a brace, because some Funko Pops can't stand right, but like this one, you can't even tell whether he can or not, because the cape pretty much braces him. It is a cool look, I will give him that. But you don't get to see the symbol. You get to see the utility belt. You get to see the clasp around his around the cape and the brace there, keeping it there and making it look good. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool design and it looks cool, and he does look like a Batman of the future. The only thing I can really say about that is the most of the costume is techno-organic, so like it's just a press of the button to make the mask come and go. Yeah, it's for what it is, it's pretty cool, and it definitely will look good amongst all the other Batmans in my collection. Again, kind of pushed to the back, because if anybody thinks, oh, I want to know more about this character, it's really a rarity that Raze doesn't want to say, there is nothing more to this character. But yeah, just simple storytelling, or lack of storytelling, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's kind of how Grant Morrison works. He lets you know that he knows more about the character, but he won't really give you any depth to it, which I think is kind of a yeah. We're gonna keep our negative thoughts to ourselves from now on. Yeah, this is the Batman 1,000,000. It was I believe it was New York Comic Con exclusive through Target. And we've got the figure now, and I really doubt that we'll actually see it. I wonder about if we'll get any more of the Justice League from 1,000,000. Honestly, there wasn't a lot of depth put into any of them, except with the exception of the Hour Man. That's almost a spoiler if you actually read the story, because it's just like, oh, he didn't develop any of the characters except that one. I wonder if that plays a crucial part of the story. Yeah, telegraphed all the way through it. But yeah, I mean, it's still a great visual, and considering visuals are half of the fun of comics, that brings it was enough to warrant getting him. So I hope you enjoyed this look of Batman 1 Million, and I hope that your Christmas wasn't as disappointing as that freaking story. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. I hope you have a great time. I hope you have a great new year. I'm looking forward to what comes from the new year. That's hard to do anymore, so I am really I'm kind of going to ride that for as long as I can. But I hope you have a great day. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and never forget, the life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.